Radio. Bienvenue, je l'ai Ardebert.
Velkommen,
Bienvenidos.
Han Jung.
Vitiatiatatje.
Ashimase.
Povitania.
Hoi Ying.
Dabra Pajalovic.
Dude, we made it.
Amazing.
We made it. Meanwhile, while you're doing this most important, key process, let's talk about
What is important?
what is important. Yeah, exactly. So I made a list, as usually, of very important things that seems to me before, but now they're not so important. Every time I see it, like, oh, it's not so
Wow.
important.
In fact, this brings up a good point. What is important is not absolute.
It's not. It's have a
It's
time
not
clock.
fixed, exactly.
It's
It's
changing,
moving like the tide. You know, the high tide, the low tide, the in-between,
The middle tide.
the mid-tide,
Middle tide. It's a middle tide. Okay.
the
So the question, check this out.
inside, the ride, for the
Inside the
vibe.
ride. So the question, it's from the part of our mental mind training and stuff. So how well you can recognize the lies?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, so recognizing deception. This is important.
Yeah, let's
I
talk
would
about
even.
it.
I'm going to completely go against what I said.
Okay.
That is always important
All right.
to know to know the truth from delusion. This is always important. There's no time when this becomes.
So there is no time clock. So there is fundamentals. They
Yeah.
eternal. Okay, let's talk about internal fundamentals. How you can recognize the lie, and how well you're doing it, and how you do that.
how you can recognize the light.
Yeah. No, lies. Lies.
Lies. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you, my friend.
my friend.
There have been many times in my life when I couldn't recognize the lies. I can tell you that right now.
We kind of
Where
looking
people-
for solutions, not for failures.
Well, and people, but this is how you begin. How do you identify a solution?
You made many mistakes,
Exactly.
so-called.
You know, this is why failures are not like negative, and even the startup companies are like, "Oh, fail early, fail often." You know,
I don't think there's any failures at all.
if you
What is a failure?
if you fail to learn from your mistakes, then it's just a failure.
Maybe it's a very long lesson, and you gotta learn like many times.
That-
So
it's a
not
good point that
failure,
there's-
it's just a long, slow lesson for slow
There's no
people.
deadline on success.
Yeah, there's only a deadline on your life. Yeah,
Well, even you could learn from something many years after your death.
or you can learn and forget next moment, so you gotta learn again.
Exactly. Oh, that's true. So in this way, there is no deadline on success, but also there's no deadline on failure. You could be like understanding, loving the universe. You are love. You're feeling compassion for everyone, and then somehow
And you
it
can
gets
be-
twisted.
You can be blind to most obvious things
Yeah,
all your life.
Well, or it gets twisted around in this like love of everybody's. Maybe you start to love an influence that is bad, that actually pulls you away from your compassion. Like, let's see.
You think it's because of comfort?
Let's go with a biblical one. Samson
ooh.
and Delilah.
Delilah.
Sam-
Delilah.
Do you know the story of Samson and Delilah?
Yeah, she cut his hair to
Yeah.
take away his power.
Yeah, exactly. And so he loved her.
Wouldn't
This-
work with me.
This was maybe she will cut your beard.
Oh shoot! No, I need my beard.
No, wait, I need that. Bring it back. Yeah.
Bring him back. Stop it.
Well, and he loved her, and he knew that she was trying to deceive him, because she would say, "Oh, Samson, I love you so much. What is the secret to your power?" And he told her first 2 times on purpose. He lied to her. He's like, "Well, if you tie me with strong ropes, that's my secret. That I can't break ropes, like thick ones, though."
To see how she's gonna react in the future. Yeah.
And then she waited till he was asleep, and she told the Philistines, she was a Philistine, right? She was from this tribe in Palestine, right? She was from this area and from this tribe, and the God had told them, do not hang out with these people. Bad people, very bad people, don't hang out with them, right? And Samson's like, whatever, I'm going to do what I want, right? So he starts to...
Delilahing with these people.
Yeah, he's hanging out with Delilah, and they're having a good time, and they live together and everything. And she says, "Oh, Samson," because he's super powerful. He has like superhuman strength, right? Oh, I love it. I thought it was an old belt. Oh, it's a lotus bean pod.
La, na, na, na. Dun, 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 dun. I'm delighting. What are you doing? I'm delighting. I'm delighting. Every day I'm delighting. Dun, dun,
And so,
Yes.
anyway, he falls asleep after telling her this, and she calls some of the guys, the Philistines, to come in. She's like, all right, he's asleep. He told me the secret. Tie him up with strong ropes. So they tie him up, and of course he wakes up. He's tied up, and he looks at her like, yo, what the fuck? You know? Like, and he lied to her, though, because he knew that she was trying to deceive him, to lie to him. And he just breaks out of the ropes, brah! And then kicks their asses. And
Start delighting
you
back.
know.
On your knees. Delilah.
So then after that, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. You know, it was just whatever. It was just a thing. You know, it doesn't matter. And she says, no, but really, what is the secret to your power? Like, you can tell me. It's okay. I'm not going to tell everybody, you know? And so he tells her, actually, it's not strong ropes. I can break any rope you put on me, but
It can't be red.
if it's if it's thin like string, then for some reason I can't break it. Then they're gonna be able to, you know, capture me. So she goes, oh, okay, here, night-night, go to sleep. And then she freaking does it again, right? So she ties him up with the string, and of course he wakes up, he's like, you're an idiot, breaks the ropes, and then, you know, kicks everyone's ass.
I see it. Isn't this...
And then a third time, she comes to him and says, oh, you know, I'm really sorry about the string thing,
I mean,
blah,
who's
blah, blah.
down with the
you
story?
know.
Like,
It's
seriously.
clearly Samson. Samson is the idiot in this story.
He's
a big muscle guy.
Deceptive
Yeah,
by
he
a woman
allows
twice.
himself to
allowed.
be deceived.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
And then third time, she still did that. Like, seriously.
And then third time, he says she says, okay, but tell me, what is the secret to your powers? And he's like, well, actually, it's my hair. So while he's sleeping, she cuts off his hair.
yeah, down here and down there. So
And then
don't cut anything else.
She cuts off all his hair, and he can't do anything because that was actually the truth. And so he rewarded her lies with the truth. He traded her deception for la verdad.
Wow. Isn't this what women do? Yeah, I thought about that too.
I don't know. I think
Sometimes-
men do it too.
Yeah, but sometimes like women, they really like use your weaknesses like that you expose
People
against
in general.
you. Against you.
You never had a man do that?
No, mostly women.
Yeah.
That's some kind of have to do with
I have
the way
experienced-
they think, like the way they
I have experienced men and women do this.
really.
Yes,
But I mean, in a personal life or
Yeah.
in a business life?
both.
Both. So
Yeah,
men, but men
absolutely,
mostly
both.
in the business life, but women mostly
No.
in the personal life.
Yeah, not
No?
for me. No.
Really?
No.
No.
You never had somebody that you knew well, a friend, and they betray you?
Yeah, but I'm saying they use your weakness against you. That means you told him something,
Yeah.
like you've been vulnerable for a moment,
Yeah.
and then
And
it's
then
being
later
used
on-
against you as an
Later
argument.
on, they tell other people.
Yeah, it's usually women do that,
Uh,
in my experience.
I guess I'm the lucky one.
Oh my God, and your mommy's good looking.
My luck is so amazing.
You are lucky. Good karma. Incredible merits. Yeah.
That's cool. Anyway, yeah, Samson and Delilah.
Delilah.
He allowed this woman to deceive him over and over again. And even he knew it was doing it, because why would he lie in the first place? He knew that she was, and then he just gave in. Must have been some really good cooking.
Cooking. Oh my God, slapping the chicken on the kitchen.
Yeah, he
Oh
was
my, I love
slapping
you
that
slapping.
chicken. Slapping the Palestinian chicken is what he was doing.
Oh
so.
my God.
So yeah, I mean, deception and lies. What's your secret? How do you determine one from the other?
Well, I guess my approach will be as a body language first. I mean, I'm
Body language is
guided
good.
by my energy I perceive, and I don't really listen to the words most of the time. I'm looking at the person and I feel the energy. That will be my guess. That's how I do it. Because words, they super processed. It's like a mega processed product of the human being. going through so many different filters and kind of conditionings and experiences, and on the end note, on outcome, when people talk to you,
Okay.
it's like super like GMO processed stuff that you don't want to consume. You want
So
to
you would
raw
say,
organic energy.
Like words are.
It's the last.
It's the most artificial thing that a human can make.
That's why they have the saying: whatever you think of, it's already not true. So guess if it's what you think is not true, then what you're saying is even less true than not true. It's like way beyond not true. It's basically all false. Because we see 5% of light, we hear 5% of sound, so we're basically blind already. Plus, you think some artificial things, and after you die, you're trying to express what you think. It's even less, it's below statistical errors. So basically, everything we do while we talk, it's below statistical error on a scale of universal scale.
Universally, the words that we speak are more likely to be false than they are to be true.
Yeah, I guess it's the most
Just
inefficient way to communicate.
Even if we're trying to say the truth, we don't really see the truth because we are limited. Your eyes cannot see everything. Oh, damn!
You're talking the truth.
Wow.
You're talking the truth, man.
Well, whoever controls the wind is either agreeing with us very, very hard,
We're getting Zeusy.
or
Zeusy, my Zeusy.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry winter. Is it winter still, or have we got to spring?
Yes, summer was yesterday.
I feel
It's begun yesterday, man.
I feel like
I came out of the store and I feel this
Yeah.
warm wind in my face. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
that's a summer. I
So,
see it. I feel it.
I'm putting away the delusion
Ski?
and truth.
Oh.
I'm putting that away for a second.
Oh, okay.
To now, I want to focus on a different topic.
Different
of
topic.
times and seasons.
Yes, let's do that.
Right? So, on the calendar, like the Western Gregorian calendar, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
we have, it's a really messed up
This
calendar.
Gregory has messed us up.
He screwed us up really bad.
This Gregory.
And,
Find
and
this Gregory.
even before him, the calendar was the Julian calendar, right?
Julius Aurelius Caesarus. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Caesarius, Manundus,
Manundos,
Shabundos.
Shabundos, many different Muntus.
So that one was also messed up because they started with something like more sensible, and then people, for ego reasons, they added more months.
It's always ego
Augustus.
reasons. Same in Fahrenheit.
Augustus, Julius, they were like, this is important, I need to have my own month. And then all the other months got deleted and moved around and all of this kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's so clear to me more and more in life that why even follow this artificial calendar system if we have such
It's
obvious
dumb.
moon
Moon-
28-day cycles like repeating. Moon tells
13 month,
moon tells the
28
day, sun tells the season. It's like time of the day. So it's all so obvious. We have a clock for free. You just we gotta resist the comfort of Googling, man. Imagine you don't have a phone. Can you say the time?
365 divided by 28
It's
is
13.
13.035.
So 3035, it's mean every 3 years it's 0.1. So it's mean every 30 years it's extra day. Okay. Every 30 years it's extra day.
Is
That's
that
not
how-
so bad.
Is that how many years?
Every 30.
30 years?
Every one extra day.
You get a leap day every, like a leap year where we add one day.
Not a year, day.
Well,
I'm wondering if
leap year is the year in which you decide
It's
to
a
add the
it's the
extra
same
day.
artificial
it's,
thing,
It's
yeah.
the same thing.
But
Because
moon-
right now we have every 4. Every 4 years is a leap year, and we add an extra day, right?
yeah. So the question is if there is any in the history there is any 30-year cycle connected with the moon, which ancient people were followed as a day of the time. Because Mayans did this every
Tibetan
year.
calendar.
They did every year. So it's
Tibetan
not the
calendar.
30-year cycle. It's got to be every 30 year.
Wait,
Some-
you're saying they didn't do the
No.
leap day every 30 years?
No, they did the day out of time every year. They did like July 25th or something. They say it's a day out of
I
time.
didn't know that the Tibetan calendar did that.
Not Tibetan, Mayan.
Mayan.
Mayan,
yeah.
So they have all.
No,
you know,
Mayan.
and it's not even all this calendar. Come on, all this calendar is like
Mayan,
Jewish,
didn't they have 5
Serbian,
days?
Russian, and stuff.
Mayan, they had 5 days. I thought.
One day, July 25th, I think.
Shit. Well, you say we have to resist to
So
search.
comfort. Let's get to
Don't
that.
call it
not
Googling,
search.
please.
I was talking about comfort.
Don't call it Googling,
Okay,
please. They no
please.
longer own this. Google. Well, anyway, what I was saying is
Keep saying that.
our calendar that we have right now, it recognizes the seasons all wrong.
I know.
Totally, everything is always too late. Like, what's the winter solstice? December 21st.
Yeah.
Like 20th or 21st, sometimes
Yeah.
some the 20th. Usually around that time is the winter solstice. And they also call it like the beginning of winter around that time. And you're like, dude, winter happens way before that in most places in the world that have a thing called winter, because if they, down the equator and further, closer to the equator, they don't have winter, summer, blah blah blah. They have different seasons like rainy season, dry season, stuff like that. But the
Well, we're
temperature
all on
doesn't-
different place on the earth.
But in the north and the south, we have these. You can have these 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, before it was 360 days, not 365.
And then the Anunnaki
It was
changed
completely like perfect circle. Like Earth was like a clock with 3 different moons that were keeping everything like in perfect equilibrium. But before the all these wars with all these different Lemurians and Atlantis nations, when some moon
before
fell
the like
down,
cataclysmic times.
it was perfect 360.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now
yeah.
And everything we have right now, it's after the moment.
Yeah.
Then it's already shifted, was changed many times, and now we have extra 5 days.
It
But
makes
before
sense.
it was like an angle, 360 degrees angle,
It makes sense.
360 degrees days
Yeah, and that's why also we have.
because of the pole shift. Like
You think also at this time we have axis shift, or that was
Everything
when
was
the moon,
straight.
moon was created as well at this time?
everything was straight before, straight line. What there wasn't no tilt. The
Yeah.
tilt happened after the moon and long in the epic stories like of let's say Bulgarian like fairy tales. They talking about moon was built by our ancestors to stop wobbling of the earth after the big war.
Those Bulgarians.
Yeah, so they were saying something about like Lemurians.
They're
If
so smart.
they just preserved the story very well because it was put in the fairy tales, not in the like books, or it was people talked about these fairy tales with the children, and it got passed generations for millions of years. It survived this knowledge.
Transmission.
Oral transmission. Dude, anyway,
That's called oral tradition, kids.
what was saying? What was important, man, from all of it?
So what I was saying is basically to get at the idea of how the seasons are not accurately represented in the calendar that most of the world is following now, or a lot of the world, the so-called modern world, civilized world, etc. Our seasons
but
are
let's
not,
say, for example-
because we are really disconnected from them in many ways. We don't really. Most people are not out there farming or hunting or
We're
gathering their
extremely
food.
disconnected from
So
Earth.
we're totally disconnected from the seasons as well.
Yeah,
right?
and from stars too, because before people observed a lot of sky and day and night,
This is making me think as well.
and they
that I want to welcome into this place.
welcome
the energy of the stars and the moon.
which star?
And the ancient earth. Only the good stars. If you're not a cool star, I don't welcome your energy into this space.
Well, only one of the best stars. Best stars.
Om Mani Padme Hum. So let's also say welcome to all of our listeners out there.
Welcome. Let's say at least 10 or 5 or something.
Bienvenue.
Oh, повитание.
Välkommen.
Marhaban.
Hanjong.
Ongi tori.
Irashimase.
Taftai Mario.
Hi Yang.
Swagat.
Maraban.
Bienvenidos.
Salamat datang.
Välkommen.
Ongi Tori. Swagat.
Kalamai.
Dobre dušli.
It's such a douchely. It's such a dobre.
Such a dušli.
I love it.
Ciao mong.
That's good, man. I love it. Välkommen.
Tere. tulemast.
Two words. Jeez.
Tulemast. I love it. What does it mean?
Tere means hi, and tulemast means coming.
Hi, coming. Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. Etymology is for the people. You gotta know how you speak.
But still, I mean, I love languages, but still,
I love languages.
just the
man.
sounds and vibrations is way beyond that.
You've taken my brain to a new place though, because like I do love languages because it is one of the best ways that we can communicate a certain kind of information. But I was thinking about this actually last time I was on my ayahuasca journey, right? Like last time I was on the journey, I was thinking how in my head a lot of what my thinking is language, is language based. I'm thinking words, and then the words are making sentences, and then some other part of my mind is interpreting the sentences that maybe some other part of my mind is creating, right? Like it's making a sentence in my mind and I'm listening to it like a story. My mind is a storyteller telling me a story, and I am observing it. In that time I was observing it, you know, is going like multiple levels further out from what I would say is the thing that's
As
happening.
below, so above, yeah.
And I was having this whole trip where like, damn, I really wish I could turn it off in my brain better, because there's only so much that words can do. They're so limiting. Like you said, they're like actually preventing you from expressing so much of the feelings and the like.
And being more efficient in communicating.
Yeah.
The less you
Well,
use
this is why
words,
music is
the
amazing.
faster. Yes, exactly.
In fact, let's make some music.
Oh my God,
And
right
stop
now?
using our words to try to
Jeez,
communicate
I was so not
what
ready.
only our hearts can truly
I don't think I'm
say
ready
and
to
feel.
sing yet, man. I'm like,
Okay,
I'm
that's
only
fair.
getting
That's
there,
also
man.
fair.
It's so powerful. Like, we're always like, I see. Don't stop
I'm just looking. See the lotus beam moving like a snake.
A spoken word.
The lotus beam moves like a snake through the grass, turning to ash. All that has been and has gone and has come to pass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
good
God,
warm-up,
incredible.
good
And
warm-up.
we're just not there yet.
Yep, no, it's good. It's good. We're
beautiful.
we're getting there. We're on the journey.
I'm like so overwhelmed. We gotta talk about so many things because last time we didn't talk much.
about a lot of things.
Last time was pure music, man.
Yeah, let's
it was just a
compensate.
super jam.
Yeah.
Last time, I think if you're listening to these in order at home,
Yeah.
last time you will remember that that was our first indoor
Yeah.
recording, and
What do you think? In
we
general?
super focused on just like locking in with the vibe, with the music. We talked, I think, like 5 minutes the
Yeah,
whole
exactly.
time.
So that's what I want.
So,
yeah.
but just I was, you know what? I was having the same experience. Like I was having the same thoughts. Since that time, I was like, okay, this time, what is important? You know, like we need to get back on talking about it a little bit. And
Even though we don't
Here we
like
are.
words too much,
well, you gotta
it's a
balance
process.
it out. You
Yeah,
gotta balance.
exactly.
Everything's about balance. In fact, let's talk about that a little bit.
Exactly, balance.
You know, I
So-
honestly feel like when everything is in balance in this life, you know, like the yin, the yang, the masculine and feminine, if you believe in that, the dark and the light, if you believe in that, you know, whatever resonates. When everything is in balance, that's sort of like perfection for me.
So what
That's
is
the
your
idea.
what is your definition of perfect like equilibrium?
perfect equilibrium?
Equilibrium.
Perfection. Perfect equilibrium. Perfect equilibrium. Perfection.
Yeah, and you know,
Well, for me, that is an excellent question, my friend. Excellent question. What is perfect equilibrium? So
For you.
you know,
or yeah, for you.
for me. There's like situational perfect equilibrium,
How
right?
this
like
manifests?
like where you are, for example, the energy that manifests as wanting to do something or like not wanting to do something, like, oh, I want to sit down and like do nothing, watch watch TV or a movie or something, versus like, hey, let's go out, let's go hiking, let's go to the beach, you know what I mean?
Not enough
Like,
energy or dopamine in your system.
I don't think it's good if you go too far in either direction with those. Like
Perfect
if you're
balance, yeah.
always like, yeah,
But
let's
what-
go,
Yeah,
then
but
like
what is
the
your
energy
ratio?
is not balanced.
What is your ratio?
And if you're always inside, then you're not balanced. So
Yeah, what is
the
your
perfect
ratio
is
of
both.
like right now? You think
Mm,
being outgoing and being
I think I've got
create, consume.
I've got a good balance, but not perfect. And part of it, though, is it's also seasonal a little bit, because when it rains more and things like that, I don't go out and
Yeah, you
do
look
as
well
much
seasoned.
stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
but still, I'm riding my bike to work and everything. You know, we're super blessed with our beautiful weather. That we
Beautiful
have.
weather.
It's gonna be a bad fire season though this year, I think.
Wind. Oh, that's T for root, by the way. Just flew away. It's behind you. Sorry, man. I gotta secure things better.
It's all good.
Break.
T security.
Take security. We're still recording, but
You need security.
T. Hey, that's a great idea.
New idea, business idea. We sell tea
Well, I never
to
had this
security
idea.
guards, and we call it security.
I never had
Boom,
this
I'm here all
idea
week.
like that. That's incredible. Like, what an incredible, like, it never occurred to me to do that. Occur. Das ist Occur. Parkour.
Parkour. It never parkoured to me.
It's never occurred to me to occur it. Oh, occurred. Wow, it's getting cold now.
Indeed.
Indeed. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So, dude, biggest question, one of the eternal ones. How to resist comfort? How to not always choose the easiest way?
For that, you need discipline.
Okay.
Undisciplined people will choose comfortable every time, right? Because they're not disciplined to, even if sometimes they pick something that's a little bit harder, fundamentally, if they don't have the discipline to sometimes, like, put off the comfortable thing right now for a better later, then you're not going to get the better thing that came later, right?
But why wait for later if you can have a good thing right now?
Exactly.
Just make it long
yeah,
and like eternal.
exactly, and that's the sort of the Western way of life.
So living
these
for
days.
hopes you.
That's like the consumer way of life is, hey, well, don't worry about later. Just buy, like, what do you got to do? Laundry? Buy a washing machine. What do you got to do? Dishes? Buy a dishwashing machine. what do you got to do? Cut your lawn, buy a lawnmower. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like buy, and don't worry about later or anything. Just worry about the comfort in right now.
But that's what I'm saying, because in my mind, comfort equals evolution. That's why people invent all these things and make life better, faster, and more safer because of this constant call of the human brain as a structure, constant call for energy, and trying to save this energy as much as possible. So you gotta work at least as you can for the same amount of calories.
So, sort of, that's how it works in evolution.
Brain.
But now in the last, 200 years or so,
So
we completely changed the game where now it doesn't really cost the amount of calories that you're spending. It's really easy
No, but
for
your
us
brain takes
to,
25% of all your body energy, so it's always trying to save energy and trying to make you do less. So you don't move enough. You kind of you don't spend any energy. So brain have it all. You just thinker, but you're not mover.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. And then we invented office jobs and
Yeah.
stuff like that, where you just sit at a desk.
Sitting is addiction,
with
man.
your
It's
hands
my biggest addiction of my
hands in
life.
front of you, hands out in front of you, moving very slightly your fingers.
At the same time, somewhere in
yeah.
Africa, people run for 5 hours straight and they don't even sweat.
Yeah.
Think about that. What a skill.
Yeah.
What a spectrum of human beings. That's insane,
Yeah.
man.
Or
5 hours non-stop and
Yeah.
don't even sweat.
yeah.
Don't drink water.
Or-
How is it even possible?
How Bolivians and Tibetans.
I know how this is possible.
They-
Because when they run super fast and breathe, jungle, it's very high humidity, so they consume water through breathing while they run. Because the water is not dry like we have. That's why it's happening. That's why it's possible.
Amazing. You
Makes
figured
total
it out.
sense. Makes
You
total
figured
sense.
it out.
Yes. What do you need right now?
Nada.
Nada.
I'm looking at the amazing clouds and the crepuscular rays that are going down, and
Corpuscular.
all of this amazingness at this
Now
undisclosed
it's gonna
location.
be. Now it's gonna be cold.
It is a
for
little
like-
chilly. Also,
Yeah, do
I
you have
was
extra
thinking about
clothes?
that. This is what I've got. And what
Oh
I
my
have is what I
God.
have. I am who
I
I,
have a
am.
huge blanket
You're a huge black
with
guy.
a
What?
tiger on it, if you want.
Oh, you have a blanket.
Huge blanket with a tiger on it. Do you want this type of blanket?
No, I don't need a
Okay.
blanket, but that's very
You're gonna
sweet.
get cold in
Thank you.
5 minutes. I'm
No,
just saying.
you will get cold in 5 minutes.
I'm already cold, so
Yeah,
I
I am-
am gonna.
I thought you were gonna say I am from Estonia. I will never get cold, but instead he's like, I'm already cold.
Yeah, because I feel it. If I feel it, you probably feel it too. I'm like, oh, maybe we should get more close.
Gracias.
Absolutely, no problem, Signore.
Arigato gozaimasu.
So
Merci.
there's the tea for.
I'm saying thank you to all of our listeners now in all the languages I know.
That's for you. Yeah. Ah, okay.
It's not on this list. I'm just doing them off the top of
Oh
my
my God.
head.
So it's an eternal prayer. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Spasiba.
Spasibo. Well, you know. All right. Well, it's getting colder.
Dankeschön.
Danke schön.
Dankevel.
Now it's gonna be warm for 3 minutes. It's coming.
3 minutes of warmth.
Los minutos. Exactly. All right. All right. So
And we're back inside the ride.
yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the comfort. Comfort. It's like how to always choose. Let's say 50-50, let's say. One decision
See.
you make like hardest choice, and second decision you make like easiest choice. And you train your mind like, what about that? Or like
So the balance between asceticism
Balance is
and
everything.
hedonism.
Yeah.
So
It makes total
hedonism
sense,
is
man.
where you always do the pleasurable thing, right? Just like as maximum
Yeah.
maximum pleasure right now.
yeah, but
This is like
who's
the
right? Who's
hedonistic
wrong?
life.
Either a guy who's super dedicated and disciplined, or hedonist. Like, what's the from the universal perspective? You both right, like equal. It's equanimity. You, like karmic wise.
Well, Buddha said the middle way.
Okay. Oh, middle way.
The middle
Let
way.
me open the middle way. Come here. Maybe it was metaphorical. Come on.
Maybe it was literal. Yes.
Literally.
Yes. Literally
Anyway.
metaphorical.
Ooh.
Literally, figuratively.
Yeah, so you're getting cold. Do you want a blanket? It's amazing, man.
You're the one putting your cold energy on
Well, I
me.
can see, like,
no,
you're already
no,
there.
chill out.
Okay, I just want to comfort you so you don't get distracted.
I believe that you use cold people language to oppress us.
No, really? Oh, shoot. I got to check my cold people privilege more
You're
often.
warm people. It's warm people privilege.
More often? Oh, shit. Okay. My insulation level don't match with yours. Oh, my God. I see.
West Coast slam.
It's a West double cost slam. Yes. I
Woke
see.
mob slam. You get self-canceled.
Wow. Same with crutches, you know, like if you, let's say, have a phone. The phone is like a crutch for the.
Phone is.
It's like a
Phone-
tool that helps you to do everything better and faster and like save
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the concept of saving time on a scale against the.
Let's, for a second though, let's just talk
Comfort.
about people that use crutches, and I mean literal crutches that help you walk. And those people are cheating. They should just walk with their disability or broken leg or whatever.
That's not what I'm saying.
yeah.
No, but it's a very tiny red line there, man. No.
You break the metaphor on purpose.
Yeah, but you know what I
Sorry,
mean. That's
I
good.
do. Yeah,
No
no.
worries.
When you, there's actually I think some good research on this as well. I can't quote any of it because
Dude, talking about
my
disabled
memory is
people.
not good enough.
Every time I see cars that have a blue sign of like a disabled person
Yeah.
parking pass, and I see guy who's perfectly fine walking, running, doing everything, parking on the spot just because he has a privilege, instead of being like more like, do I really need that? I have a privilege, but like, why would I like park if right there and let all these people who cannot actually walk struggle?
Yeah.
Instead, just park like somewhere next and like, oh my
Well,
God.
there's different kinds of disabilities, but at the same time, if you see someone get out who maybe they do have a
I saw many
disability,
times.
maybe they do have
Absolutely
a
healthy
disability
people.
that we can well,
faster
no,
than me.
They can
I'm
have
like,
an,
oh my God.
they can have some kind of an unseen
hiring, I'm
disability
hiring.
or whatever. But if you're not, I don't know. If you can walk, then please walk from the parking space, right? It's just a nice thing.
Yeah, I'm just was curious, like, you know, the question of privilege, you know, interested, observing, like, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
would I do? I will never do that. Like, why would I do that? Somebody can walk and I can. I will park anywhere. But if I can't walk, of course I gotta be closer to the entrance. Like,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
if society was better behaved, we would just have spots that just says "save for people in need."
Safe.
And then you
oh,
don't have to get a license for it or anything, and just if you break your leg or something, there you go, you can park there. Or if you're permanently disabled, you can park there. And
Yeah, we're
know,
just bitching about beach.
if you're
you
not,
know.
then
It's,
don't. I know,
Beach,
it's,
beach and beach.
this is the Karen segment of the show.
Yeah, like,
where
why are
we
we
do the
talking about-
Karening.
International Merta Global Communication Corporation. Welcome. And we back, and we back.
Incredible. Octopus in the air.
Octopus everywhere. Sorry for this remark, but you know, I was just remember.
The air octopi are among us.
How you think it is to have like 8 brains? It's not easy, huh?
8 brains?
How you like communicate? Like, okay, guys, we're gonna do this. Like,
Everything you do is a team.
it's an octa brain.
Yeah. Why? Because they have brain processing in their tentacles or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. That's so crazy, man.
I always feel a little bad when I eat octopus. Or sorry, I feel bad when I order the octopus.
Think
When I
something
eat it,
gonna happen with my tentacles?
When I eat it, I feel amazing because octopus is delicious.
I don't want
Sorry.
anything to happen with my tentacles. Come on.
Well, I'm not gonna eat you.
Maybe I'm gonna have brains in each of my finger. No, I don't even eat octopus. I don't know. Why are we talking about that?
I love to eat octopus.
Oh,
I've
really?
had some
You
of-
like it?
Oh yeah, dude, it's one of my favorites.
Oh,
But
wow.
I also feel
That's why you're
bad
so
because
smart.
they're.
And you have like mini brains in your hands.
I've ingested a lot of smart,
You are
smart
what you
animals.
eat. Yeah, you are what you eat. You are what you think.
Yeah.
You are what you sing.
Interesting.
You are what you breathe. You are what you say and you think.
It's in a way it has to be true because how could you be anything else?
You would just reflectors.
How could you be what you don't eat?
Look, sun is back, and we're like, and now we're back.
now we're back with
so
the
we basically
sun.
We're so ruled by the sun. Oh my
3
God, it's
minutes of
incredible, dude.
warmth. This 3 minutes of warmth is brought to you by diethyl dimethyltryptamine, or DMT.
No. Really?
Ding.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Take a trip today with DMT Airways.
We're gonna be very good at the ad agency, you know, to create like
I've
slogans
worked
for
with
people.
Yeah, you've done that kind of work before, and
Too,
so have
yeah.
I. Yeah, I
It could
worked
be
for
fun, but it's
several
like-
advertising agencies and marketing departments
Yeah, but
in
you-
my day.
Yes, in your day.
But it's still my day, and I don't do that stuff anymore. So
Huh.
maybe I just can't put it down or stop.
You don't want to.
You never know.
So much.
You never know.
You know how they say 80% of the problems could be fixed by the patients.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Japanese
I've never heard that before. 80% of problems can be fixed by patient.
Yeah, like if you just wait.
You
it
just wait
disappears.
and
It's
chill out,
Japanese. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's Japanese concept.
This Japanese concept of patience, they are very patient people. They are very patient people, just to stereotype an entire nation.
Curious in English. I have a massive dilemma. Like I don't know what to do.
I have a huge English dilemma as well.
I need.
In
What?
fact,
What was yours? My dilemma is bigger than yours. Your dilemma is smaller than mine.
I am
What?
the
What?
English dilemma.
Oof. What is it? Tell me.
No, me. It's me. I'm English, and I
What
am
do
a
you-
dilemma.
That's nice. If you have like a DJ name, that will be nice.
English
DJ Dilemma.
English dilemma.
Anyway, what I was saying.
Sorry, you have a dilemma in English. What's
Yes.
your problem?
So you know a very simple question. It's very stupid for me, but trying to figure it out. I love English, so I'm trying to figure out like when you, let's say, feed horses. You know, there's a food,
Yeah.
horse, food, and feed. Okay.
Yeah, feed.
But when you give them water, what's gonna be the word?
Just water.
How you gonna say? Not feed. You're gonna say what?
They say
Feed them the water.
No, they say water the horses. It's the noun is also the verb to water. You've got to
Oh, I
don't
know, it's
forget to
obvious.
water the horses.
Obvious, but
no,
if
no,
there
but
will
it
be a
doesn't.
wo- if-
No, it
no,
doesn't work that way
that's
for a
not my
lot
question.
of. It doesn't work that way for a lot of
That's not my
things in
question.
English. Like you don't food the horses.
Let
You
me
feed the
let me
horses
question on you
food.
again. You
Ah,
don't.
but you could also
That's not
feed
what I'm
them
asking
feed.
you.
Shit, English is complicated.
No, I'm just curious. So if
Yeah.
there is a food, F-O-O-D,
Yeah,
and then feed, it's action, F-E-E-D.
you feed someone food.
So if there is a water, so what's going to be F-T-E-E-R? Logically, you can create this word that doesn't exist.
Weed.
So you explain this process in
You
one
got to-
word instead of water the horses, like
So
three
feed-
different words.
Feed me some food and weed me some water.
Yeah, with me it's more. Maybe. Yeah,
Feed and weed.
yeah, makes sense.
Food weed.
Weed, yeah. Food weed. I need to be weed food. Food weed.
I need to be feeded
Mr.
and weeded.
DJ food weed. DJ weed food. I don't know.
English is a weird language,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Like
strange.
it's funny because actually, if you get enough people to say a word like that, it just changes. It just becomes the language.
Because
There's
more
no
efficient,
rules.
you know.
Yeah, there's
I
no
love
rules.
creating words.
Yeah,
That's my favorite thing. Yes.
I created a word one time, re-meaning. Instead of demeaning, when something is demeaning, like insulting, it like is like cutting you down, you know, bringing you down.
Yeah.
Instead of demeaning, when something then like rebuilds your confidence, makes you feel good about yourself again, is very re-meaning.
Makes sense.
It like puts it back again. Demeaning, re-meaning.
Come up with the word in feeling.
Hmm?
There is envisioning, and I come out with the word in feeling. The word envisioning,
Envisioning.
instead of envisioning, you in feeling. That's my word.
And feeling.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. I created it. Makes sense. In feeling it, yeah. If you can envision, then you definitely can feel it.
Yeah, I would call it like.
What does "n" means?
I would
N,
call
it's
it like
M.
ensensing.
And sensing. But you can feelings connected
I'm
to senses.
incensing what you're feeling.
Oh, okay.
I'm incensing what
It's
you're
even,
feeling.
it's the
right
next
now.
level, man. I love it. We have two different new words. Man.
Pretty soon we'll have our own language, and all listeners of the podcast will have to learn it, or they won't be able to. We won't get any new listeners. You
Yeah,
have to start
exactly.
at the beginning and learn the language along with us as we create it.
Yes. That's how languages are created.
Yes, it is. Tere tulemast.
I was thinking about adding dots and lines to explain emotionally how you
Ke
feel to
aloha
each
mai.
word. So a word, and they have like Sanskrit different lines.
Yeah.
Like let's say you can do one line in English, but on the top you can
Yeah.
put dots or lines to explain how you feel about this word, in which way you feel. So it's not you write something like that's a state. You
It's
also
your-
explain
it's
how
your-
you feel.
It's your
language.
emotional diacriticals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So those markers, like in
that will be helpful. Like
in
blind,
Czechia,
yeah, like
they
in
have
blind,
like all the dots and little carrots on top.
You can apply blind language for people to apply for language, so people can understand how you feel when you say that, not just why you're saying what you're saying, but also how you feel. When
How
you
you're
do it.
feeling when you're saying it.
Yeah, what's
It's
your intention of that?
so interesting?
Yeah. Anyway, you would call that discomfort. It's crazy, man. Not so open.
It's good, man. I've been speaking of discomfort. I'll tell you what I've been doing.
Sick discomfort. Yeah.
Recently, been doing a heavy metal cleanse, right?
Yeah.
So, taking this medicine.
What is your
it's-
biggest find?
It's a therapy.
Golden, like
the other day,
piece,
I
like
shit
10
an old
grams.
nugget.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, it was corn. Sorry.
Oh shoot. So it was metal corn, like corny. You've been corny.
No.
Cornhole.
You take this medicine. It's a therapy called EDTA.
Yeah.
Ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. There you go. Boom.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't
Overwhelming.
memorize that
Yeah.
for the podcast, but
Yes.
I'm glad I got it down. So you take this chemical, and it makes you chelate. Thank you. It makes you chelate heavy metals and also calcium. So like built up calcium inside of tissues. No, thank you. Honestly, it is great, but thank you. Thank you. Please, there's more. The therapy makes that stuff all come out into your blood and into the water in your body, and then you drink a lot of water, and so you're getting this stuff out.
Can you do this with the distilled water the same way?
I'm doing it at the same time as distilled water. So in the morning you take the stuff at night, and then it works like basically makes everything come out at night, and then when you wake up first thing in the morning, distilled water, and then it's gonna like grab everything
Yeah.
and
But how
wash
long you
it
can
out
do
of the
that
body.
without like taking all the calcium of your bones and
So
calcium?
and then at night I take calcium. In the evening at dinner
Yeah.
time, take a pill of calcium. In the morning, take a bunch of electrolytes.
Okay.
So, like after I drink the distilled water for a while, then take water with electrolytes in it, which has like calcium, chloride, potassium, magnesium, a little bit of boron, I think. I can't remember.
Potassium,
Yeah, not
magnesium,
boron.
no boron,
Shit, I can't-
no borons,
I
no
can't
morons. Oh my god, oh my god. I made a line. Ooh, it smells so good.
Amazing. Добрый дошли.
Добре дошли. Oh, hey, my favorite question of 3 years ago, I just rediscovered. Imagine you on the ship, flying through the space.
Spaceship, wow. Ooh.
100 people, 99 people on
I'm
the
already
ship.
excited.
And 90 people on the shore, like a monkeys on the trees. Wah, 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 wah. Eating my ground down seeds. Anyway, what will be your best position on the spaceship, on the starship?
We've actually already done this one on the podcast.
But I never
before.
heard it and nobody ever heard it before clearly. Like what is it exactly?
I think I said it pretty clearly before, but we can get back into it.
Yeah.
I would do whatever's needed, man.
No, but I mean, what would be your favorite?
Okay, fine.
Jesus, I don't know.
I'd be like a maintenance person or technician, repair things.
So fixer.
Yeah,
basically. That's what makes you happy.
Maintenance person, like prototyping, making new things, replacement things, 3D printing things.
So you're gonna be in the lab with all the tools and building, fixing everything.
Yeah, in the workshop.
Yeah,
Making things. Someone's like, oh, we need a new door for this part of the spaceship because the old one got broken and we had to cut it with a
You-
oxyacetylene
you-
torch or
You
something.
like him to figure out things and fix them.
It's
Same
my-
like me, yeah.
In this life, this is the skills, some of the skills that I was given, you know? And I got to share that with people. If I was in a and if I'm on a spaceship, of course, that's the same, you know, it's a nice thought experiment, because who doesn't like spaceships, right? But it means if you're in a community, what would you do? If you're in a community anywhere, what would you do? Not just on a spaceship, but right
No,
here on
it's
Earth,
Just like a concept, yeah.
you know?
I'm not saying it's just curious.
What would you do?
I'm not sure.
On the spaceship.
No, actually I was thought about that. And I thought it would be nice if I gonna be on the end of the ship looking for everything. And then
You
I
want to
can
be the scout.
No, I'm like like on front of the ship.
Yeah,
And I
like
just,
looking out there, like
Yeah,
checking,
and
checking
I'm
that you
checking
don't-
everything like else happen in all directions
Okay.
and like understanding the
yeah,
picture.
you're a navigator,
Oh, navigator, maybe, yeah.
some
Something
kind
like
of like a navigator of the immediate perimeter.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, yeah.
You know, not like far away, where are we going,
No, no.
navigator, but like maybe you're driving. Then that means you're like
Yeah.
part of the team that's driving the ship.
Maybe, but I'm not sure. No, more like without being like in charge of the motions of the ship. It's more like a analyzer and reader of the situation, like astrologer, basically. Yeah, ship astrologer. What's happening? Will be interesting. I guess that's what will make me the most excited. But you're saying if you're in a lab in a spaceship fixing things, that will be the most exciting for you?
Yeah, I mean, exciting. You know,
Yeah,
that's
what
not
will
the
be
only.
the most perfect, exciting position for you on the on the
excitement
spaceship?
isn't everything, right? You know, like you might be like, the most exciting place for me is to be the captain. But if you're not, if you're not
you
supposed,
don't want to do that.
if
Like,
you're
why
not
would you
like
be a captain?
qualified, then don't, you know, then
Yeah,
don't be
but-
the captain. You know.
It's also you gotta also enjoy it. Like if you're not enjoying what you're doing, the quality of what you're doing. It's
Sure.
not
Well,
really,
no, but I
like,
enjoy
high.
I enjoy fixing things, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
why I'm good at it, because I wouldn't have done it so much in my life if I didn't enjoy it. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to do that, which made me better at it, which
Figuring
made me
out the
enjoy it
stuff,
more.
Like what's up?
Yeah, exactly. I love to take things apart, and sometimes I put them back together again.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's overwhelming, don't you think? Dude, you said you like David Hikes.
I like what?
David Hikes.
David Hikes. I love David
Yeah,
Hikes.
let's sing like you like sing the better than David Hikes. Like, do you have anything?
I'm
in
doing it
mind?
right now. You're not listening to me.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm just curious, like if we want to like really like make something sound like the hymn, but way better. What do you think about that? Overcome your idols. That's the message.
That is the message. That's actually that's a great message. Don't
That's
meet
it.
your idols. Beat your idols.
No, don't beat them. Just
Yes, overcome them
Be-
means
be
beat. It's a
better.
synonym.
You didn't beat the idols. So like, oh my God, don't
I
beat
am
me.
the English dilemma. I
know,
tell you
know,
about
I
the
know.
English.
I'm just poking you. Come on. Of course, I understand what you're saying.
Uh,
I'm not so literal as you think sometimes.
qué bueno.
Lo bueno, and the coldness is coming.
I got so lucky with the weather today, man. It's amazing. And all these clouds.
Yeah, I was praying a lot.
We get to look at all these clouds, but with the sun.
But it's
Like, the sun
actually it's
helps
going to
us-
be beautiful sunset.
It's gonna
because
be
the
insane.
Clouds
There's
are
the-
real clouds.
So this takes me back
Today's the
to
day.
this takes us back to the theme of earlier.
Yes,
Balance.
balance.
What makes a good sunset? Balance. If you have no clouds in the sky, sunset kind of boring. It can still be beautiful, but it's kind of boring if there's not a single cloud in the sky.
Well, if you
but if
wanna
you have if you have all clouds in the sky, you can't see the sun setting anyway. It's like nothing, you know.
Yeah.
So the perfect sunset is somewhere in between. It's a balance. And today, I think we're approaching perfect balance. Of
Perfect balance.
Cloud to clear sky.
I love it. I love real clouds any time of the day. Call me. Call me anytime
call
you
me
see
for
the real clouds.
I break for,
I
for
stop
clouds.
for real clouds. That's my bumper sticker on my car. I stop for the real clouds.
I don't break for chemtrails.
Dude, actually, I want to talk with you about that. That was on my
The
agenda.
chemtrails.
Yeah, so I was wondering, why would like government people who still allow this, by the way, to do this to Americans? I'm wondering why would they Just go to these people on Indian reservation who know how to do rain dance. Pay them like bunch of money, invest in all the infrastructure. They teach them how to do rain dance, and they can do this for free without any chemicals. Like, why they cannot do that? Super crazy, man.
Because they want to give those contracts to like Monsanto.
Yeah, I know, but it's got to be like a limit of your greed, because if you're shitting on yourself, like, what's the point of what you're doing? It doesn't make any sense. They're just not aware enough. If you drop this on yourself, all these aluminum metals, you are the one who's going to suffer in the end. Like, how you can do it to yourself? It's it's suicidal, basically. That's why why can't you just do it without chemicals? I know you can create clouds and save the crops, but what, there's only one way to cloud seed?
So you think that's what it is they're trying to make rain?
Absolutely, no, the rain, clouds. Cover the crops. It's a chemtrails, but they made of all these heavy metals that you try to detox from. So that's why I want to talk with you.
That's why you have to do the detox. That's one of the things, because you're taking in these things from the environment around you.
Also, you want to stay from the rain away, because that's rain that mostly brings all these chemicals down. First rain after the chemtrails, don't do that. Second, maybe okay, but first one, no. It all goes down, like it goes, rivers, all this, like waterways. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Pollutes all of the waterways and.
Yeah, people don't love themselves. Like, greed overcomes the self-love. That's crazy, man. How insane you gotta be.
That's better.
How insane you gotta be. I'm not gonna hear myself. Look, check this out. Every day we're getting colder.
Every day we're getting colder.
Oh, my dear. Oh, no. I gotta hear myself. What's good?
What's good?
I tell you what? I tell you what? With gratitude, optimism is sustainable.
Shakalaka!
You haven't done it yet with the air horn. No, try it. Come on.
Oh
so
my God.
Full of life.
Yeah, sun is hitting me all the time, so I feel super energized.
That's nice.
Not even hungry. I guess I'm able to process sun.
Tell me, do you do sun gazing?
Yeah, but
right? So when did you begin to practice this?
Since I was probably 7.
7 years old. Wow, that's really young.
Probably, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man.
And what have been the effects in your life?
So I was wondering, just maybe, probably humans are able to consume sunlight and turn it into the energy form, and probably vitamin D, it's one of the forms. It's like a liquid gold sun energy on your skin. But I heard of stories about Spartans too. You know, Spartans?
Yeah.
The guys, they were really like shredded and super fit, and they're like super strong.
Yeah.
And guess what? They always ate like about 90% of the diet they required for to have this like muscles, you know. So they always had a little bit, like 10% less than they need. And I assume that because the way they exercise, they probably was able to consume a lot of sun energy. So they compensate 10% of calories with the food, with the sunlight.
Wow.
Well, because they always was exercising outside, there is no cover, so you always like kind of on the sun.
So they
Eat less.
the Spartans could eat less because they were in the sun so much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Human beings probably able to use sunlight. Bon appetit. Oh my God.
I think I discovered this sun gazing thing when I was like 21 or 20 years old, something like that. And you know, you can't do it every day in England because you can't see the sun every day in
20
England.
minutes a week. It's very depressing, man.
You can't photosynthesize, and also, so the other thing would be like looking at the setting sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at that time you can take it into your eyes as well.
And it feeds your soul,
Yeah,
mind,
not just on your
not just the
skin,
body,
like
yeah.
in the in the daytime.
and the tongue too, and the throat. And also, there's a story about guys who do this with that, like assholes, you know. Yeah, we need to hear you too, with assholes. because it's probably the least exposed part of your body on you. It probably was exposed to sun less than 1 second in your whole lifetime.
Yep.
Maybe 2 seconds. Okay, maybe 1 minute total in your life. So imagine how much impact it has when you can do that. It's not like I was just heard that. I'm like, wow, people do this with the buttholes. It's very powerful. So it's like so sensitive to sunlight. You process the most. It's like 90% efficiency rate of processing the sunlight. Maybe that's why. Why were we talking about that? Oh my god! What? He was
Okay.
talking about the Spartans.
So just to
okay.
review, because the Spartans used to work out so much, now let's all go tan our buttholes.
No, it's not just a wonder on the efficiency scale. Like it's probably the most efficient part because people do this too. The least exposed area on your body, if you think about it. There's nothing else like that.
It's true. Even like under your feet gets more sun.
Yeah,
than-
exactly. Every part of your body gets sun. Yeah, when you're on the beach, almost. I really think the sun has something to do also with the way your skin processes the lymphatic liquids on the surface. It have big impact on that.
So you think sunbathing is going to help you drain
Yeah, absolutely.
the
Because ultraviolet
through the
is a
limb?
constant attack, so your skin always renewing, and it's always like pumping everything to renew. So yeah, it's kind of like a response to the outside world by creating this mechanism, in the body. I mean, I'm really excited to be a human. It's awesome. Like you can see sunlight, starlights, moonlights, whoa, all these things, different kind of lights.
An eternity later.
Sometimes people they have toothache and then they start to like chew on cloves
Yeah.
because it makes it numb. But then eugenol, the chemical that does the numbing in the cloves, you can have too much of it and your body starts to reject it. Like no, too much, and you'll start sweating and you get like
Heart
palpitations,
oh my
all
God.
kinds of stuff like that. I think even people get like tremors in the hands and they're like, oh shit, I'm dying, like maybe I got an infection from the tooth. No dude, it's just overdose on cloves.
Oh wow.
I know someone it happened to,
Well-
and he went to the doctor, or he was trying to go to the doctor, and it was the weekend. He lived in a rural area of France, and so
He was rural French. Rural French. When
he
he-
called the doctor, and he's like, "Hey, this is happening to me. What do you think? Should I go to the hospital?" He's like, "Oh, let me guess. You've been chewing cloves for your teeth?" And he's like, "Yeah. How did you know?" He's like, "Yeah, you have overdose of cloves."
The clove is a new Newport. I see it.
He had a clover dose.
The clover dose. And your mommy or mommy. And we back. Shakalaka. All right. I think we have everything we need.
We have everything we need.
We have everything we need.
What do you think? You want to say goodbye to our listeners?
Probably long time ago we achieved unachievable. We brought unbroadable. We weeded the horses.
We weeded the horse.
We in field and in railed over all these experiences. With
So many experiences.
Yeah,
We
so
tou-
many experiences.
We touch the divine with the frequencies of our voices.
Yeah. Oh my God, love sounds.
And for that, we say to you, Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. До свидания.
Adios.
Sayonara.
Hanyon ikasoyo.
Spohen.
Sayonara.
Adios. Agur. Avida.
Zaijen.
Badaray.
Salamat tinggal.
Tabiet. Huvasti.
Huvasti.
What? No, it's not. No.
Huvasti.
Anhör, no. Gule, gule. Hey,
Gule,
gule. Gule, gule. Gule, gule.
Masalamati.
I heard this somewhere before. Gule, gule. Gule, gule.
Turkish.
Maybe it's a song from the villages, yeah. Gule, gule.
Adieu.
Adieu, por favor. Aloha.
Huvasti.
Who is the what?
Huvasti.
It's such a strange word. Mesalamatat.
Tam yet.
Zaigen.
Bayartai.
Spoken. Yes, до везения.
Alvida.
We did everything, man. You're so dedicated. I love how you dedicate. Goodbye, dedicated.
Aloha.
Dedicator.
Aloha.
I'm a goodbye dedicator.
Everyone out there listening, you have a great day. Have a great rest of your
Goodbye,
week,
dedicator.
weekend, or whatever calendar
Weekend.
month
That's what
that you
matters.
identify with.
Yes.
We love you. And we'll see you again in the next episode of Radio.